Okay.
Yo, it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune into U3 Underground, Unsigned, and Unknown. And we have a special guest in the building, AD Green from Swishahouse. What up? What up?
Hey, what's up, family? We
How
in
you
here,
doing?
man.
How you doing this evening?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Glad you have me. Glad to have me.
Let's start off with the beginning of your music career. You started off doing the local talent shows at the clubs, and then Michael Watts found you. How was that day when he saw that when you noticed that he saw your talent? How did you feel that day?
Oh man, it was a beautiful experience, man. Just to know that someone recognized me, especially around that time I was a young teen. I say like around like 17 years old, and and up and coming. For him to recognize me and to just be a part of the culture, to be able to what we call it freestyle, and to be recognized for your art. It was a beautiful experience. And I can remember like it was yesterday at a little spot called the All Star. And All Star was just like your local little teen spot for all the artists, and not just artists, but it's just for local teen parties. But you had
Yeah.
everybody come out. So man, that was the place, and that's what like a lot of other artists that got discovered there, all the way from your Slim Thugs to your Lamarios, and a lot of little artists, man, they got discovered there. And Michael Watts would just basically like do a party where he
Yeah.
would DJ, and at that time he was DJing, and we would have crowds, something like how it is up north, where they had burrows, or we would have crowds that freestyle, and I was like part of the crowds, and and then they would like ask, who was the one that was representing where you was from at the time. So I'm from Acres Home, so I had to represent where I was from, and Michael Watts just called on me to represent where I'm from, and the history was in the making.
Now you mentioned earlier about freestyling, how you used to freestyle back in the day. Do you feel like that's a lost art? You feel like people don't really freestyle anymore? It's more like a verse that they didn't memorize and they just spit it from time to time.
They cheat. The game right now, it's no, like you said, the art is missed, because the actual freestyle, especially down south, actual freestyle is like whatever you thought it was off your head, and
Yeah.
you would whatever was on your mind you would say it, you know what I'm saying? So nowadays what they call freestyle is written down, you know what I'm saying? Everything is written down, and they call it like reciting what they writ down, and they would say it. But now actual freestyle down south in Houston, Texas, whatever comes to your dome, you say dome.
Yeah.
You make rhymes, words rhyme from your dome. So yes, the art is definitely missed, and man, that's part of the game, man, that we miss and we need. So that's why I come in to try to bring that art back, to what we loved in the city as our culture. I call it the coming down era or whatever.
Yeah.
Got artists like Howard Yella, a lot of new Swishahouse artists that's really trying to keep that culture alive. It's called
Which I
coming down
like that because
in
I felt like it was slowly getting lost. I feel like a lot of these newer Houston artists aren't doing that. They want to get with the main industry instead of keeping that culture alive. Because we love that. I'm from Texas too, so we love that culture sound. So
Shout out, man. Shout out.
San Antonio represent 210. Now, so you got signed with Michael Watts. That was a big deal. Being around all those legends, I know they gave you a lot of advice. What's one big advice that stick out to you that you hold on to this day?
Um, could you say the question one more time?
What's one advice you got from all the legends you've been around that you hold on to till this day? Because I know you got a
Okay.
lot of advice from a lot of legends.
I thought that's what you said. Some of the advice that I always remember, OG Ron C. OG Ron C. told me that now you can't stop making music for the young generation, and that always stuck with me because like hip hop is recycled.
Yeah.
So It's not like nothing is old done on the sun. Everything is done. It's been done on the sun. So for the art of the hip hop culture to keep going, you got to keep making good music, and and keep being true to who you are. So I make music. I go with the trend, but I also stay original. So I just keep staying to who I am, my brand. So that was one of the good advices, from one of the old heads that been a legend in the city for a while to tell me, and for what I can remember. So yeah.
Do you have any crazy stories or like a funny moment with any of the greats that really just made you, when you think about it, you just laugh all the time?
It's crazy that you say that, right? R.I.P. First of all, the legendary Pimp C.
Yes, sir.
I can remember doing a show with Pimp C, and I can remember at the time. You got to remember now, because I've been in the game for a while now, and I can remember Pimp C while it was like the division going on for the North and South, and Pimp got on stage and kind of like was real and raw and uncut, and he was like, there's only one screw.
Yeah.
And at the time, I'm Michael Watts, I'm Swishahouse. So what you mean there's only one screw, Pimp? Like can't nobody else, take the screw to another level. So I understood though. I was young at the time, but when he said that, I was like, man, Pimp C bold, like. So he was like pretty much, man, other DJs is copycatting and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
they're still with me for a long time because I was like, Pimp, man, Pimp gonna be Pimp. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was kind of funny at the time, man, because no one knew that the gap would bridge like that from the north and the south, man. So that
Yeah.
definitely always stood out to what Pimp C said, being blunt, being aggressive, like, you know. So yeah.
With all these verses that's been going on, I know some people want to see a Texas versus. Is there anybody in Texas you would like to see do a versus?
Oh, you asked some of the most best questions, huh? Shout out to U3 Radio, man. You asked a great question. Okay, y'all. I would like to see, yeah, definitely. And I'm not just saying this because I'm with Swishahouse, but I would like to see a SUC versus Swishahouse, bro.
I said the same thing. That's what I said. I want to see that.
And I actually posted some on my timeline just to try to get it sparked interest to see what
Man,
people
I'm gonna
can say.
retweet that. Man, I was thinking the same thing. I want to see that.
And they chimed in on it, man. So yeah, that's
I want
most
to see
definitely,
that. That'd be dope.
and we can do it and have fun. It wouldn't be like
Exactly.
no beef or nothing like that. We do it and have fun.
I like that, man. Now, I was looking at your EPK and it mentioned how you did go away for a little bit and then you got out 2020. So I'm happy that you out making music. During that time, I know the evolution, like you said, of music has changed. People are doing more social media now. How did you come back into the music industry when you came out, knowing that people are more social media based than the street based? Because back in the day, we used to push music, CD, get it out. Nowadays, it's straight iTunes, Spotify.
Baby Blue Diamond, let me tell you, that time and that era, from where we came from to where today, man, I was kind of lost, like in the time zone.
Yeah,
I was kind of like, how the Flintstones and the Jetsons.
yeah,
Now, but to see that the technology was the most things to me that stood out. The technology, how to learn to use social media, how to do everything by push up a button. Streaming. All the way from live streaming to just even from doing Uber. It was a lot of little different things before I left. It wasn't, what I'm saying, present today.
yeah,
The QR codes, everything is just a touch of the button and the technology, and it brings it to you. Back then, we had the out of trunk era where you would sell all your CDs, tapes out your trunk.
exactly. Your post.
Nowadays, times you don't even have to do that. All we have to do is, hey, drop a link click the link in the bio, and you pull up our whole Spotify. You get all our catalogs, whatever your iHeart radios, your Apple Music. It's just a touch of a
Exactly.
button now. So definitely the technology is really what I had to get, more advanced and learn.
Do you feel like CDs were do you feel like people still want CDs though?
Oh yeah, that's more nostalgia, right?
Yeah, a
That's more
collectibles
like
item.
to the new generations, they would still like to be more interested about what we were doing back then. So I thankfully think it'd still be a classic, but they would still stick to the digital world to be able to stream and to be able to just download era. But that would be good to bring vinyl back. They already doing CDs already. But
Yeah.
be able to bring vinyl back would be good also though. So
Now, are there any young Houston artists or upcoming Houston artists that caught your eye that you just like, you know what, they got something, I see something in them?
most definitely, I have to first of all say R.I.P. to Chucky Trill, the Mo3s, because I actually wanted to work with those guys. You know what I'm saying? They are definitely some talented brothers, man, and they definitely went away too fast.
Yeah.
But today's artists, like right now, I would like to. I like Stunner Bam. Stunner Bam, I like him. He's a good little artist. I like Propane. I like Propane,
Okay.
and it's another little artist also. Well, he's not really. He's kind of like in the middle of both too.
Yeah.
I like J Cole, so
Okay.
definitely, But I had to say to the city first, Texas, But
Yeah, of course. Represent Texas, represent. Man. Now, you done so many dope albums and so many dope projects and songs with a lot of these great legends. Any song that you feel like is just like the best song you ever done that that can it's like a have to go down in history as in the greatest song.
one of my favorites, and they still get the club crunk today. It's Big Ball and Shot Caller,
I was about to say that one.
and because you can still play that track today, and it'll be like it's 2021.
Yeah.
And you can see the crowd reaction to it, and like, is that new? When did that come out? Even the young generation, I be like, nah, that's classic. That's throwback. So that's one of my favorite, man. And shout out to Big Tiger, Lil Mario, and all 50 Twin, all the ones that's on this song with me, man. It's definitely a classic track, man. Classic album, Hell Broke Loose. Some of my
Exactly.
favorites.
I noticed, like you said how hip hop has evolved and that it's still coming back. And I noticed like a lot of the new artists are taking the old school songs and flipping them. Is there any old school H Town song that you want to see somebody flip, or do you feel like they should not be touched at all?
Man, it's crazy that you say that because, like I say, hip hop is recycled. So it's only right to remix somebody's song and bring it back again. I saw the June 27th done again and again.
Yeah,
I saw the matter of fact, Big Mo, uh, Young Star, your Lil Flip, and Zeros was actually on a remake recently. And I was like, you can't top that, but they was able to
yeah.
even just remix it. To answer your question, I think I would like to see probably the Pac-Man flow done again. Come
Okay,
on, the
that's a good
freestyle
one.
Pac-Man
Yeah.
flow. Also, I would like to see someone do Big Ball and Shot Calling again. And there's a couple of tracks I would like to see done over to see if we can keep the culture unique. And you know what I'm saying? And just add a little to it, a little drip to it, a little swag to it. And so definitely for me, that's probably be some of the two tracks I like to see done.
I noticed that Houston do get their recognition with Beyonce, of course, and Travis Scott, but Houston, no people know a little bit of Houston artists, but they don't know them on the mainstream level as they should. What do you feel like needs to be done so people can really know Houston artists like that? Because they might know one UGK track, but don't really know UGK like that. You know what I mean?
Good question. Good question. Well, today's time, man, it's so the city is spreading so wide and big where everyone is coming as a tourist attraction.
Yeah,
Where you have out of towners that's actually living in the city now. Because you can actually go out and go to a club or go to a lounge and you try to be mingle and hey, how you doing? Or where you from? And you always hear, I'm from New York. I'm from Cali. I'm from Miami. I like, yeah, none of y'all are from Houston. No, so this it's diversity down here now. So
yeah,
the demographics then switched, and so now it's different. But that's a good question because I feel that artists down here they need to come together as far as like to keep representing the culture, but also to work in unity. And that's
yeah,
a lot that's not going on with the city. So we can show out of towners, how our culture is down here. And because everyone is adopted uh, to our culture, you know what I'm saying? They even took something from us, all the way from your double
exactly.
cups, all the way from your candy cane, even to the lingo. You hear people everywhere saying like in a commercial way, whether you're white, black, whatever ethnicity group you're from, yes sir, yes sir. I know what I'm talking about. Hold up.
Exactly.
Do you even know the history behind you saying yes, sir?
No, tell
That's
me.
our era. That's something we were doing way back in the gap, way back from your school days, Yes, sir. Or so the
Yeah,
culture, they continue to take the culture, but we need to come together as artists and support each other. I think that's why like Houston it don't continue to get its break in the music industry because you have cities like Atlanta, you have cities like California, they all sticking together. But when it comes to Houston, everyone is so divided. Everyone is in competition. Everyone is kind of like doing their own thing. And that's not to say that I don't see y'all doing y'all thing. I congratulate you with your success. But I think we need to try to like open up and work together more, support each other, man. So that's definitely one of the things I like to say that we should do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 100%. Come together, unify. That's how we're gonna get stuff done. Now, DJ School's getting a biopic that should be coming out soon. I know a lot of people are happy for it. I'm happy for it. I grew up listening to DJ School, in the school era. Who else do you feel like in Houston that does a biopic or need to be recognized? I know there's so many ways.
I think because, like I say, the culture and the sound, I think that they need to tell another story. And I'm saying, I'm not just saying because I'm part of the Swishahouse original member.
Yeah,
But we definitely need to do a biopic about our group. But as a solo artist, maybe your Michael Watts, it's only right to give him one because Screw got his.
yeah.
Maybe a Scarface, he's a
I was
pioneer.
thinking that Scarface.
Uh,
Yeah,
Probably even the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? They was one of the original ones to make history in the city to
yeah,
put us on the map. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what was going down in that era. It was the Ghetto Boys was the ones that paved the way. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely does be some biopics to do.
Now, when you got out, you could have just went straight. You could have just did nothing but music, but you decided to do podcasting, radio. What made you want to happen to that venture besides just music?
I'll say this say it one time, Dom.
Now, when you got out, you could have just went straight and did nothing but music, but you got into podcasting and radio. What made you want to get into those ventures too?
To do my podcast.
Yeah, do podcasting and radio. What made you want to hop on that train?
The vision started from the cell, okay?
Yeah,
This is what I try to tell people a lot. You always got to see your end from the beginning, meaning like your end result, what you want to do.
yeah,
You can speak words into existence, but it's up for you to take the steps to actually make it happen. So my vision started from the cell. I went with what was trending. I used to always watch, reality shows, podcasts, and some of my favorite shows like The Real, um, uh, some of your Ellen DeGeneres, they commercial and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I said, man, I need to hop on board, man, and kind of like move with the trend, but mix my own flavor and sauce in it. You know what I'm saying? To stay original. So I guess that's what really influenced me to try to like keep in with the trends, and also to be able to use a platform where I can tell my story, where I can tell like actual events and drop jewels and open the eyes to the deaf, dumb, and blind. So that's where it started for me when I was at my lowest point, incarceration. You always got to write your goals down. You always got to stay ready for getting ready. My first day in incarceration was my first day in preparation. So I was already ready when they was to let me out. I knew I wanted to hit the ground running, so
yeah.
I can look back. So that's where it started. That's why I wanted to jump into business.
Well, congratulations on doing that. I wish you much success with that. And you also have a clothing line. What kind of items are you selling right now, and what kind of items you want to add to it?
Yeah, Squareware Entertainment and Squareware is the clothing brand. I kind of froze up a little bit. So now, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, I kind of froze up, I guess. But Squareware was a brand that we created, and it was all about being original and staying on your square at all times. Being true to you are, being true to your art. And square, you would think that square is just people that's a square people.
Yeah,
But no, it's not. It's not just for square people. It's just for all people, all cultures to represent the brand. So that's what my clothing line stands for. We also have mugs. We have tumblers. We have a different little paraphernalia. More than anything, we just have urban wear. It's just a brand that I started with that. So
okay. What can people check out your clothing line if you want to buy it?
they can follow me at iam80green.org. And I have my brand. I have the Real Culture shirts. I have the Squareware paraphernalia. And more than anything, the I am 80 Green. You know what I'm saying? Is on everything. So you can follow me. On all my social medias at I am 80 Green also. So yeah.
Now, since you've been out, you have released some singles. Are we going to get a project from you soon?
Saying one more time, Don.
Since you've been out, you have released some singles. Are we going to get a project from you soon?
Yeah, right now I have in the works. Me and Paul Wall just did a song a couple of months back. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Right now I can. Earlier I couldn't.
I
What
guess
we
I'm having.
say it
I don't
again?
know. It's kind of raining on this end. I don't know. But me and Paul Wall have a single we just did a while back. It's called "Crawling on Gravy." You
Yeah.
know that? And also, I have a listener party I'm getting ready to do that's gonna release the whole album called "Return of the Realist." And "Return of the Realist" is basically just me. I got some tracks called "Lonely Nights in the Cell." I'm telling my story, so that's one of my like most prized possessions right there. That track right there. And you have another song with Miss Nene. Me and her just actually done something. And it's just a lot of good cuts on the album, man. And so those pretty much my prized possessions. And shout out to Pearl. We got a song too called I Wanna Be. I'm working with a female artist. So it's pretty much some live things coming off the album Return of the Realist.
And
So
when you trying to drop this album for people who don't know,
I ain't hear you say it come again, Dom.
when you trying to drop the album for people who don't know.
For people who don't know, the album will be streaming live. You can go on all major platforms. You can be all your Apple, like I say, Apple Music, the iHeartRadio. Just click the link on my bio. Matter of fact, on my link tree, and the date is July 17th, which would be next Saturday. So y'all can get that, and just look forward to me working also with some. I got some more work that right now. That's what I'm focused on. Dropping the album "Return of the Realest." Man, I got to give it to the underground and to the streets, man, because they miss me. So most definitely.
Exactly. We do miss you. So thank you for coming back and doing music. Thank you for, doing your radio, telling us your story, letting people know, how it is being in Houston, growing up in that era that we grew up to love, that we still listening to. We appreciate you. Thank you, Lady Green, for being on U3. It's a pleasure to have you, to let people know that you are back in the game, that you have not been anywhere, you have not left, you still here. We appreciate you very much. And definitely when you drop that project, we're going to be playing
Thank
your
you for
music,
having
keeping it
me.
in rotation, and supporting you.
Thank you for having me, Baby Blue Diamond. Man, it's an honor. I'm doing it for the underground and keep it going. And most definitely will be coming back and doing something again just to show. Because it's always about reciprocal. You always got to give back, and maybe someone needs to hear your story. Maybe someone needs to hear your testimony, or you can touch bricks or whatever. I believe
Yeah,
everybody should really just use their purpose and really do something with it. So most definitely
I
appreciate you
agree.
for
And
having
maybe
me.
we can bring you down here to San Antonio. I will be contacting your team pretty soon. So,
I'm most definitely when I do a live, in person, interview or whatever, and I will be in your city pretty soon. Matter of fact, date July the 16th. Really starts on the 17th, then it's gonna be all the way through the 23rd. So I'll be stopping by. We're gonna go to Houston first, Corpus Christi 22nd. From there, I might be in San Antonio on the 23rd. So I'll
well, let me
definitely
know
hit you up.
something. I'll put you on a show or something. Let me know.
Most definitely. And you keep doing what you're doing and keep making it, music, putting artists on and letting them, use your platform to, to express their art, man. That's what it's about, man. And y'all doing some wonderful things, U3 Radio. And I gotta salute you, Queen, man. So keep grinding, keep doing you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Like he said himself, make sure you go follow him. I am AD Green on Instagram. I am adgreen.com. Check out the merch he has. Check out his music. You definitely will not be disappointed. It's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and we are signing out.